want to check in on Maya before I go to bed. No. I can hear Noel's voice from inside his room. Is he on the phone to someone?
What's going on?
It's probably best to give him some space right now. Maya, it's me. What's this?
To be afraid of anything. I'm not going anywhere. So warm and soft. Maya?
What's this? Maya. She can predict the future. Three years ago, they conducted an experiment on us here in the city. I managed to make it out with everything but my memories intact. Maya wasn't so lucky. Hey, Maya. I mean, just the fact someone got murdered is weird enough, but to make matters worse, someone killed me while I was investigating a case, and for some reason, time rewound. And when I came back, I saw it. That vision of the future you showed me. In 7 days, the city will fall. This whole thing has only just begun. Is this what you were trying to tell me? Are you here? Or are you there?
Hal, you're here again? The professor's worried about you.
Did you follow me here?
No. I come here a lot too. When it gets dark, you can see the light
But we're perfectly safe. Everyone else says it's contaminated outside the dome. But that's just what people think because it's dangerous for them out there.
Do you feel trapped in here? Like the city's some kind of cage? Hey, have you ever heard of a snow globe? It's like a little city inside a glass ball. And it's always snowing and sparkly inside. That's what the city looks like from the outside. Have you seen it too?
Yeah.
I like this place. The Professor's City has always protected me and Noel. It's almost like a cradle. Even for us, this is the only place we can survive. All the other variants outside died.
They were murdered.
Is that why you were crying? When we first met? Hey, why were you crying just now?
I wasn't.
Stop putting on a brave face. You're doing a terrible job of hiding it.
No matter what we say, it's all too late.
We might not be able to change the past, but things can still turn out differently. Even if it's just one thing, it could end up being the most important thing of all.
I came here to see my mom. Before I moved here, I used to live out past the eastern desert in a little house by the water.
We kept a low profile, away from the city folks as if we were hiding.
My dad wasn't around. It was just me and my mom. But 3 years ago, I was still just a kid. I can't really remember why my mom left. I was having this horrible dream, and when I woke up, I realized I was all alone. But I knew that I'd get to see her again, if I came here. Why? I saw her memories from when she decided to move to the city.
I was so happy when he came to pick me up.
The whole time we were traveling, I couldn't stop smiling. By the time I got here, my mom was already long gone. Since then, I keep telling myself that I'll never see her again. If I don't keep reminding myself, I feel like I'll end up going crazy.
Your hands are trembling. It's okay to cry, Hal. There's no point toughing it out, just for me. After all, I've already seen you cry. So many times. Hey, do you want to hear a story from me for once?
Yeah, of course.
My big bro lives outside the city. There was a time when I used to wait for him to visit. I always used to come here. You can see the gate from where we are, right? It was just the two of us, me and Noel. Growing up, I used to feel really anxious sometimes. I just wanted my big bro to come and take care of me.
Your brother still hasn't come back, has he?
He's coming back today.
Today? Did you see the future?
Yeah. That star is just about to shoot across the sky. Ever since I wished upon that star, when I look back, he's there. My big brother. Look up. I wish that you'd become one of the family. Wouldn't that be great?
long have you known that I've been coming here?
It's not as if I knew for sure or anything. I didn't see long enough to know whether he'd be coming or not. Like, when I saw that shooting star. I've seen that memory over and over.
Even though it's just now happened?
The future is just a part of my memories. Both the things that might have happened and the things that really did. I'll show you my future memories and make sure you don't get lost. I'm happy to be here. Sat here like this with my eyes closed and our hands together.
That dream. It wasn't just someone else's memories. They were mine. Why couldn't I remember anything about it until now? Noel said nothing good would happen, even if I got my memories back. I've got to find out for sure if something happened between the professor and us. That way, I can prove I deserve to wear the supervisor's badge. Her brain activity looks as though it was really agitated before. She seems to be okay right now, though.
It's getting late, mister. Go lie down on your bed.
What's this? This. What could it be? What's this? What's this? I feel like someone's calling me.
If you keep making it through, day by day, I'm sure you'll reach the future you desire. After all, it's too late to change what happened yesterday.
What's this? What's this? Lily's such a morning person. I wonder where she gets that from.
Elaine's back at the Bureau!
Really?
She isn't completely out of the woods yet, but still, there's another potential suspect in the frame.
That's kind of a relief.
Let's head to the Bureau later.
That other suspect you mentioned. Who do you mean?
Look! I managed to restore the lab access records. The tech guys really pulled out all the stops.
Was that guy Keith the only person to visit the professor's lab between midnight last night and 8 the next morning?
Yeah! That's why things are looking up for Elaine.
Lily, where is this guy right now?
He's under surveillance at his hotel. Let's get out there, mister.
Where should I start my investigation? Where should I start my investigation?
Noel left earlier. He's got his routine physical today. Huh? What was that noise?
Sounded like something fell. I wanted to talk to him properly.
Noel left early.
Sounded like some...
Looks like Elaine will be back at the Bureau this... Let's head outside and
it. Hey.
How's the investigation going?
Oh, crap.
Ah, I just remembered.
All clear.
How's the investigation going?
Noel?
I'm just waiting for my results.
You had your physical today, right? No problem.
I'm fine.
Liar! He's been skipping his meds lately, and that's giving him headaches. No, you've got to take your medicine.
You're always picking up interference from AD, aren't you? After all, AD is built on your ability.
No. It's based on my mom's ability. She could see the same things as I do.
Oh. Anyway, you should take your meds. You'll soon feel better.
I'm looking for something in AD.
Noel, can you tell me a little about that experiment that took place 3 years ago?
I wanted to stop it, but he wouldn't listen to anything I said. What happened to him? He used to be so kind. It was all an act. He just wanted to use us. Maya believed in him right up until the end. I'm sorry about yesterday, but don't go crazy with Lily while I'm gone. Well, good luck with the case.
Noel?
I'm just waiting for my results. I'm sorry about yesterday, but don't go crazy with Lily. Well, good.
Looks like Elaine will be back at the bureau this afternoon. Let's head outside and...
I see.
You should try talking to that shady traveler guy at the hotel.
On patrol.
They look seriously troubled. I better help out. Just one final push. I think they'll be okay now.
Now that I think about it. Let me tell you something. Yo. Weird. You all good? is happening?
Are you okay? Just one final push. Stay cool, Hal. I need to see how they respond. That's a relief.
I apologize. Sorry for the trouble. Hey, Dad.
Say,
Let's call him via the terminal.
He's had to be in the hotel somewhere.
All clear.
He's staying in room 201. We can call him from the terminal.
It looks like he's not in his room.
What? Wait a moment. I'll check the security feed. He hasn't left the hotel. He should be somewhere inside.
I wonder where he's gone. Maybe he's in the lounge.
We can take the elevator. Help!
concentration is at 2.99%. We've got 6 days until things go around.
She's miles away. She hasn't even noticed me.
Evening. Evening. What's gonna happen?
Are you okay? Just one final push. That's a relief.
Thanks. On patrol.
Ow! There's a shady old...
You're looking.
You're... excuse me, sir. I'm...
Mister, you look super shocked.
Maybe he's freaked out because I'm from the Bureau? My ID is public. Feel free to check it if you want. Let me introduce myself properly. I'm Hal Sion. You're Keith Tozaki, a traveler from the East, right?
Oh, nice to, meet you. I'm kind of in the middle of something right now. Just take a seat over there and wait, okay?
Huh? I guess I should just do what he says.
I tell ya, they couldn't make a decent cup of tea in this place if their lives depended on it.
Smells like black tea to me.
Oh? You've got quite the nose on you, short stuff.
Hey, I'm not short. So rude, mister.
Anyway, you can really tell what kind of tea this is?
You bet. Pretty cool, right? Hal's a big tea drinker too, so my sensors are getting pretty good these days.
So, you're a tea drinker.
Why? Is there something wrong with that?
I don't meet many other connoisseurs these days. Organic tea leaves are hard to find after all. Pretty big coincidence, don't you think? I figure it's time for a tea break. You two can come and join me.
He seems so unfazed now. He doesn't even seem overly bothered that I'm a supervisor. What was the deal with him freaking out at the start?
Ouch! This is still too hot.
Mister, I don't get you. You're a big tea fan, but you can't handle hot drinks?
It's not as if you'd know anything about it, short stuff.
I told you, I'm not short.
Why did you come to the city?
Straight in with the questioning, huh? And after I made you such a delicious cup of tea.
We don't usually get a lot of visitors. Traveling is dangerous, and it's not easy to get an entry permit.
I don't really know what the current situation is, to be honest. I've been on the road since long before the disaster. I've got contacts all over the place. Never had any problems getting in anywhere. Everyone's just hunkered down in the dome, right? Thankfully, there are people like me, donning our protective gear and braving the great outdoors.
Oh.
You asked me what I'm doing here, right? I came here to see Albert. I wanted to talk to him about the experiments that were going on here in the city. Say, champ, you were part of that experiment that took place 3 years ago, right?
How do you know about that?
Uberians stick out, that's a fact. I didn't get a chance to speak to the prof, but seeing as I got to meet you, I'd love to hear about that accident from 3 years back.
That has nothing to do with the incident involving the professor.
Nothing to do with it. You sure about that, champ?
Look, I'm here as part of my investigation into the professor's murder.
Exactly. So it has everything to do with the investigation.
What do you mean?
Hey, I'm asking you, champ. Right. How about this? You tell me what you know about the experiment, and I'll answer all your questions. Sound like a fair exchange?
Okay. If you answer my questions, then I'll tell you what I remember.
Great. We've got ourselves a deal.
I'll start my questioning. Lily, make sure you record this.
Leave it to me, mister.
You were in the professor's lab at 8, correct?
I got here late at night, the day before yesterday. I'd arranged to meet the prof at 8. So I arrived at his place about 5 minutes early. But seriously, people are pretty careless here. The front door wasn't even locked.
There isn't even any petty crime in the city. Nobody bothers locking their doors. Why did you visit the professor?
Just to see how he was getting on these days. We hadn't met for a while, and I just happened to be in the neighborhood, you know?
Organic tea leaves are pretty hard to come by in this part of the world, aren't they?
For sure. Completely different aromas to the factory-grown stuff, right? But yeah, someone gave it to me.
Were you the professor's friend?
Yeah, the prof and I went way back. Hadn't seen each other for a while, though. I used to investigate archaeological sites and analyze old relics for him.
Tell me what happened at the professor's house yesterday.
I mean, there isn't much to tell. I got there a few minutes before we'd arranged to meet, but there was no sign of the old guy. So, I waited out in the hall until our appointment. Does the door to the lab automatically open at 8 or something? Anyways, I was sitting just outside the lab and the door unlocked right on time. I figured Albert was inside, so I called out and opened the door.
What state was the room in at the time? Had it been ransacked?
No one was inside, and the place was untouched.
Take a look at this. We think the professor died between midnight and 8. The only person who came to the lab during that time was you.
Really? And that's why I'm a suspect. But there's a chance he was killed somewhere else, and then brought to the lab, right?
No, that's impossible. The bloodstains at the scene are almost concrete proof. The murder took place in the lab.
Judging by the way this conversation is going, you think I'm the one who killed him, right? But you haven't even found the body, right? You're getting ahead of yourself.
I hate to admit it, but he's right.
Listen, champ, if there's one thing that getting older has taught me, it's the importance of keeping a cool head.
This doesn't change the fact that he's the most suspicious person we've met. But if he was the culprit, surely he'd have been better off just leaving the city right after killing the professor. Or maybe he couldn't leave for some reason.
Would you look at that? My tea's gone cold. Wait a sec.
I'll try and check out some of the things he always carries around with him. I might be able to take a look through some of...
Hey, where are your protective gloves?
Ah, right here. Hey, don't worry about coming any further. Yeah. You take it easy, okay? There are other variants your age in the city, right, champ? Have you met them already? If you get in trouble, don't suffer in silence, okay?
Thank you. If you hadn't found me, I'd have been stuck in that house all alone. I'd probably still be waiting for my mom to come.
It was Albert who asked me to look for you, you know? Find out if Halcyon is alive. If you were alive, he told me to bring you straight to him. I guess him trying to protect you here is some kind of personal atonement or something.
Oh.
But if it's too tough being in the city your mom died in, then you can tag along with me, champ.
I want to stay here. But when I grow up, I'm definitely going to be a traveler just like you.
That was me. So this guy knows me from back when I was a kid. Why didn't he say anything?
Albert, it's Keith Tazaki. Albert? You.
This is... He's lying. But why would he make something up like that? And who was that person? There wasn't an entry for them in the access panel registry. The door to the lab should have been closed until 8 when they came in. How did they make it inside? What does all this mean? I'm struggling to process everything. I guess there's nothing for it. I've just got to ask him. Listen, I'm a level 4 variant. I used my ability to read yours. Keep it cool. I need to focus on the case for starters. You visited the city before, didn't you? I have a feeling this isn't the first time we've met.
Beats me. I mean, we probably crossed paths at one point.
Why is he covering it up? Or does he genuinely not remember? This was your memory from when you dropped the pen at the crime scene.
What are you talking about?
You said there wasn't anyone in the lab when you visited, but according to your memory, the professor was already dead by the time you arrived. I noticed something else. You saw someone suspicious flee the scene, didn't you? Why didn't you mention that earlier?
I guess there's no point in hiding it anymore. You're right. I did see someone flee the scene. I took after them, but I lost sight of them once they were outside.
Why didn't you report it to the Bureau right away?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I lost my head, you know? I completely forgot I could call it in with this. Before I knew it, the whole thing was already all over the news. They were saying Albert's corpse had vanished. I knew that if I said anything, people would think I'm the one who did it.
I'll testify that you're not the culprit.
You've heard of the extraordinary ability exclusionary rule, right, champ? Proof obtained by means unverifiable through scientific principles has no evidentiary value. You can look through my memories until the sun comes down. But if you got no concrete proof, you're out of luck. I mean, I'm not the one who did it. And I can prove that on my own.
The access panel to the lab was broken. Was the panel broken when you arrived?
Nah, it looked fine to me.
I checked the first witness's visual records, and the panel was still intact when they arrived. When was the panel destroyed? You saw the professor's body in the lab, didn't you? Do you have any idea where it could have gone?
Look, I said it before, right? I took off after that shady character, and left the scene. After that, I couldn't get back to the lab. I heard about the corpse vanishing on the news. Right. Now, it's my turn. I want you to tell me what you know about that experiment.
I don't remember anything from back then.
Hey, we had a deal.
I don't have any memories from before the experiment. One of the other subjects. She's been in a coma ever since. They were trying to emulate our abilities using Chronos. Apparently, if they'd been successful, then even ordinary humans would be able to see ion particles. But they messed up the doses on our meds, and the whole thing was a failure. That's all I know.
I'm amazed you know so little. Even I know more than you do. It concerns you. Didn't you want to find out? If you felt like it, you could have checked the past.
My abilities were suppressed up until I joined the Bureau. Why are you so interested in that experiment?
To begin with, I started investigating at the request of one of the other cities. Some people are willing to pay for this kind of information. Let's leave it at that, okay? It's all top secret stuff.
I'll take my leave. And don't worry. I'll testify that you're not the culprit. When the case is closed, tell me, would you? Tell me about what happened when you visited before.
It's a shame, but I can't trust someone who doesn't remember their past. You're like an invisible man now. Whatever. I won't hold out too much hope. I'm here. Most of the time. If you ever feel like drinking a good cup of tea, come pay me a visit. Okay, champ? Huh? That's all from me today. I've got things to do too, you know. Come see me another time.
It smells so good!
Really?
Yep! Even if you've forgotten, I remember perfectly. I don't think he's going to give anything else, so we'll head outside and check elsewhere, Miss.
Damn it.
Looks like they're in need of immediate counseling. Just one final push. I think they'll be okay now.
I'm sorry for the bother.
Wait a second, listen to what I'm saying.
Let's do this.
So, this is where you've been. I've been trying to get a hold of you since yesterday. I was worried, man.
Ash, what are you doing?
Nothing much, nothing much. Someone I know is staying. You coming? No harm in cutting loose every now and then.
No,
Nope, no way! Don't you try and rope Hal into your shenanigans!
Jeez. Hal, you should pay Elaine a visit and give her an update. She's waiting for you at the bureau.
Where could he be going in such a hurry? He definitely wasn't his usual self.
I think Elaine is back at the bureau now. Go and see Elaine!
Did you need something? Need to concentrate? I wonder why.
Whoa, how frightening.
wonder what they're talking about.
Huh? They're completely soundproof. I can't hear a thing.
Huh, you've been spying on me?
I think Elaine is back at the... Go and see Elaine!
What's it doing here?
On patrol.
Don't go messing around with stuff in other people's rooms. We need to hurry up and investigate. Don't go messing around with stuff in other people's rooms. We need to hurry up and...
I can't believe this.
Looks like they're in need of immediate counseling. I need to be careful. Stay cool, Hal. I need to see how they respond. That's a relief.
Sorry. I feel much better.
Excuse me. That person. Are you okay? I need to be careful. You're...
Then,
Ah, just as I thought. I think they'll be okay now.
you're the one who helped me, aren't you?
Huh.
No. Then... Ugh. Sorry.
No, not that.
Albert. Always. Ugh.
You're...
On patrol.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
This is great! Damn it!
They look seriously troubled. I better help out. Just one final push.
What on earth is happening?
Just one final push. That's a relief.
I'm sorry for the bother.
All clear. May I help you?
I wonder who Elaine's speaking to. She always seems so...
Whose is this? Whose is this? A bullet? Why would you carry around something like that?
A lead bullet? I've never seen one of those before.
A bullet? Why would you carry around something like that?
A lead bullet? I've never...
A bullet? Why would you carry around something like that?
A lead bullet? I've never seen one of those before.
A bullet? Why would you carry around something like that?
A lead bullet? I've never seen one of those before.
A bullet? Why would you carry around something like that?
A lead...
What could it be? A bullet? Why would you carry around something like that?
A lead bullet? I've...
There you are. I can't quite believe I'm saying this to a fresh recruit. But because of you, I'm not under surveillance anymore. Thank you, Hal.
I just did what anyone would do. After all, you've always looked out for me.
The city's in grave danger. But I have no doubt you're capable of sorting this all out. Showing that your abilities can be used for the greater good might improve the situation. For other variants, too. Anyway, tell me, who do you think the culprit is?
Someone fled the scene of the crime, and we don't know where they are. I read the memories in one of Keith Tozaki's belongings.
And?
Do you think he's the culprit, Director General?
Given the circumstances, it seems highly likely. I'm sure you noticed. But entry into that lab is closely monitored. The door was locked between 3 when the professor entered and when Keith arrived at 8. And there's no evidence the access records were tampered with. If someone else is responsible for the professor's death, then how did they gain access to the room?
I don't know yet. But I saw Keith's map. He's definitely not telling the truth. But he didn't kill the professor. Rumford was already dead by the time he arrived.
believe you, Hal. But a testimony based on what you saw with your ability doesn't have any legal weight. You need objective proof to back it up. The city's collective mental state is pretty fraught right now. Eustace wants this whole thing resolved as soon as possible. Finding the truth isn't the imperative, Hal. The main concern is making sure the citizens can keep on slumbering in peace. All we need is to find someone who fits the bill and arrest them. That way we can start the trial right on time tomorrow.
I'll double-check the crime scene. There has to be something we've overlooked.
I'm positive it's something only you could spot.
She isn't completely out of the woods yet, but I'm sure she will be if we keep pursuing the investigation. I might find out something useful. I've got a few questions for you, if you don't mind.
Ask whatever you want.
Alina, when you visited the professor's house, was the lab access still intact?
Yeah, I didn't pay it too much attention, but I'd have definitely noticed anything untoward. Is there anything else you wanted to know?
Where were you between midnight and 10 on the day of the incident? What were you doing?
After I left Rumford's house, I came straight back to the Bureau. Until they placed me under watch, I was with some Bureau officers monitoring the AD system. Does that answer your question?
Does the Bureau have records of the traveler staying at the hotel?
Keith Tozaki. That's where you were taken into care, wasn't it?
I don't really remember.
Sorry. My mistake. Well, either way, he's got a valid entry permit. A city representative has even vouched for him. But...
Is something wrong?
City representatives don't usually hand out recommendations to your average traveler. Strange, don't you think? As things currently stand, there's a good chance he's our perp. That's what Eustace thinks. There's still a lot we don't know about him. You need to continue your investigation.
Why did you get into an argument with the professor?
It's difficult to talk about with you. But he brought up the experiment from 3 years ago. He blamed me for getting in the way of things. Over the course of all his research into Variant, he gradually came to see you all as less than human, tools to be used at will. He became just like those people outside the city who persecute Variant. No, he was even worse than them. His experiments were a dark stain on the city.
So, that's what you thought of him.
You guys are the ones who ought to know the most about him.
You guys?
Variants, Hal. I mean, up until 3 years ago, you practically lived together. Rumford was a guardian to you Variants, victims of such groundless persecution. But on the other hand, he was the cold, clinical researcher who roped you into his experiment. From where I stood, the professor was a simple man, faithful to his ideals to the last. With the AD collective mental tethering system, he brought the city equality and harmony. So much so that the city didn't even so much as stir during the catastrophe 12 years ago. Not a single act of rebellion, not a single act of violence. I respected him. Until the experiment 3 years...
That experiment you took part in, too, didn't you?
Right. I was there to witness proceedings as a Bureau representative. I'm sorry. If only you'd still have your memories. And that poor girl wouldn't be in a coma.
Could you tell me a little more about what happened back then?
The goal of that experiment was to patch your abilities into the AD system.